Hello and welcome to today's live training. I am really excited about this topic because it's going to make us shown and be more visible around the web. If you're watching the replay, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're here live, thank you so much for hanging with me. We usually do these on Fridays, so please sign up if you want to join us live every single week. This topic today, we're going to talk about breadcrumb success or breadcrumb profits. And I actually love this term. I did not develop it. Actually, my friend Bill Platt is the one that kind of put this in my brain. And if you think about breadcrumbs and how you can sprinkle them around all over the place, right? On the chicken. Although I'm not a big cook, I know that I have breaded a couple of chicken cutlets in my day. So you put them all on a plate and put the egg on the chicken and all that stuff. I also can refer this as like a popcorn trail, right? So if you're walking in the forest and you don't want to forget where you came from, you just put a little trail. If we have that visualization, we can relate this to marketing and what we do online, okay? And it's a really good visualization because if you think about it, you want to be in as many places as possible to be known and to be seen around the web. Now, we don't only do this to get customers' attention, we also do this to get the attention of really anyone we want to in our niche. Okay, so let's talk about that first. So let's say that you want to work with somebody and you want to try to get their attention, and instead of maybe sending them an email or instead of going on their Facebook Messenger and sending them a message, which in these days it's kind of tough. Not everybody checks their Facebook Messenger. In order to get that person's attention, you can do other things like comment on their Facebook posts or comment on their Instagram feed. And when people comment, for example, like if somebody comments on an ad that I'm running, I'm going to see it and I'm going to notice that person. And if I notice that person, I'm going to get to know that person. So let's say that person's a customer. I'm going to say, oh, wow, I see Donna on my GoToWebinars every week. I see Donna commenting on my Facebook posts all the time in my Facebook group. That's a really great way to get yourself noticed without having to actually reach out to a person that you're trying to get noticed by. It's actually better. A lot of things in actually today's marketplace is to do things in a systematic way to get to your ultimate goal. So let me give you an example. I run a software called Book Review Targeter. Many of you have heard about it. And Amazon used to show email addresses of all reviewers or anyone who wanted their email address to be shown on their profile. And Amazon stopped doing that. So what we were able to do in 2012 is get a list of like 1,000 emails and just blast an email to those people and be like, hey, can you review my book? Amazon has actually removed emails 2 years ago. Over the past 2 years, that strategy has actually become less effective. It's not a good strategy to blast email 1,000 strangers. Just like it's not a good strategy to just blast email or blast Facebook Messenger, whoever it is that you want to get noticed by. So what I'm trying to say is that the better method, the more effective method is to contact people one by one in regards to reviews, because we can still do that. We can still see their social links. So it's not a good idea, even though it seems like it might be easier to blast email 1,000 people. It's just not a good idea and it doesn't work anymore. Whereas contacting maybe 5 people a day personally on Instant Messenger, if you can get their information, that might be the more effective way. So in relating to what we're talking about today, how to get people's attention, doing these breadcrumb ways to profit, ways to success every single day, little by little, is how you're going to eventually get there. It's that consistency. It's that push, it's that will to do it when the other person is not going to do it. And that method has actually worked since, for me at least, since the beginning of my professional career, even beginning of my studious career. I remember being young and just working harder than people and getting good grades. That's where it started for me, and that kind of carried on through life. So what are some examples that we can use in regards to this breadcrumb profits, this breadcrumb way to success? As I said earlier, my friend Bill Platt brought this to my attention, and he's got a product. It's called, oh my gosh, I don't even know what it's called, breadcrumb something, but it has to do with this notion on Amazon, how to get free promotion, leaving breadcrumbs all around the net to get noticed by not only your potential customers, but anybody who you want to be noticed by. Bill's product is all about how to do this all over Amazon, how to get free promotion all over Amazon in the right way, and how you can become more visible with whatever it is that you're trying to sell on Amazon. He shows it in a really unique and really genius way, I think. And if we just put more effort into doing this stuff on Amazon and doing it the right way, then we'll just get free promotion and free publicity. It's an amazing thing, especially if you're like me, who's getting into more of this like paid advertising and having to spend X amount of dollars just to get somebody to look at your ad, or somebody to click on a link, or somebody to subscribe to a list, or somebody to get on a Facebook group. Okay, you can either do this the paid way or the breadcrumb way, which is the daily, I'm going to do this thing every single day to get noticed. So as you can see, both things are challenging in their own way, because I think the breadcrumb method, that's the time factor, right? We're not going to get that instant gratification because it's not going to happen right away. It's just going to build up, and I'm going to give you more examples in a bit. And the paid way is instant gratification, but it could be a little tougher because it's paid. And if it's paid, you need to kind of have a lot of things right. You need to have your messaging right. You have to have your audience right. You have to have your copy right. You have to have a lot of things right in order for that paid advertising to work out for you. Okay, so both of the things that we're talking about today, I'm not saying it's easy by any means, but the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. And that's like anything with marketing online. I've been at this for 10 years and I'm getting stumped on some things all the time, and other things are just like, yeah, this is so easy. I don't, I could explain it with my eyes closed upside down, maybe chewing gum. On Amazon, we can leave breadcrumbs. Where are some other places that we can leave breadcrumbs? Facebook is a huge opportunity, right, for us to contribute our opinion in groups, in our friends posting, supporting other people, supporting other marketers, even on ads. So you can comment on somebody's ads. And remember what I said before, when you're commenting on someone's ads, or you're commenting on, let's say, a YouTube video, which was my next breadcrumb idea, right? Commenting on a YouTube video, people look at that. People respond to that. So you want to do things that you're going to get noticed, and commenting on ads, commenting on this GoToWebinar feed right now. I could see everybody's name here. It's just having that one-on-one connection, right, with the person that you're trying to connect with. It just gets you that much farther. I promise you it does. Shannon says beat stalking. Exactly. Okay, so we talked about Amazon, Facebook, YouTube. Another one is Pinterest that you can be involved in. Of course, Instagram. And these are not just likes. These are more like, sharing a little bit. It doesn't have to be paragraphs, but oh my God, especially on Instagram, because Instagram commenting, as long as it's not like a person of very, very, very celebrity status or almost celebrity status, that they won't notice. But somebody like a mid-level marketer or someone like that who's really paying attention to what's going on with their online presence, they're definitely going to see those comments. So comments are very appreciated in this day and age in this marketplace, because you can buy likes, you can buy views, you can buy all that stuff, but commenting and writing from like a real message, a real, thing from the heart, that's what people are looking for online. And when you do that, you're 100% get noticed. A new one that I'm actually starting is Reddit. That's a great place where you can interact with people. The most important thing about any of these breadcrumb sites is that you don't want to get sucked into wasting your time. Okay, so you might want to do one or two per day, and you can easily get sucked down the Reddit hole where you're like, ooh, this looks interesting, this looks interesting, this is funny. So, you can do that. Just don't make sure that you're not wasting a lot of your time and you're still getting stuff done throughout your day. We have LinkedIn. Okay, that's a good one if you're a LinkedIn person. Replying to emails. Now, replying to emails and like a GoToWebinar correspondence, that's more private. That's more if you really want to get on somebody's radar that you might want to be working with in the future. To warm them up, do that, like write to their support desk, or don't complain, write something good, or interact with them in this kind of setting where like for me, I could see everybody's comments that's coming in here. Okay, this isn't like there's not like 1,000 people on here, so it's quite easy that I could see, and I see familiar names of people that come every single week, and I notice that. And then of course there's blog posts. What blog post is last on the list because it's like my least favorite. I don't know how. People do pay attention to blog posts, but I would say the other ones that I mentioned earlier, like the first five ones, will have more of an impact, I think. The blog posting, that's kind of like 2000 and late, right? Start thinking about how you can be more present and leave these breadcrumbs, because they last forever and they get noticed. That's really, really important. Simple topic today, right? Not too hard to do and pretty easy to understand. Last couple minutes today is I want to invite you to, if you're looking for a way that you want to make money online and maybe you don't have a product and you don't have a list and you kind of starting from scratch, you're like, where do I start? I don't know how to do copywriting. I don't know how to get leads in my business. I don't know what to send people. Please go ahead and reach out to me. And if you're interested in booking a strategy call, it's a really awesome system that I'd like to share with you. And all I'm asking is for you to fill out this form just so I can learn a little bit about you first, and then we can book a call and I can show you and tell you all about this amazing program that's kind of like hands-free. Again, it grows your list, grows your business. It's an amazing system that's actually hands-off, and all you need to do is a couple things which I'll share with you on the call. Okay, so let me see if there's any questions. Maurice, these methods to get reviews for your book, right? That's Bill's product. Bill's product does talk about the reviews, but it's more about how to get visibility as an author on Amazon. Beverly says yes to all the above, LOL. Yeah, Beverly, please go ahead and fill out the form. I'm really excited to share this stuff with folks that don't necessarily, a lot of people know where to start. They just don't have the tools as to get it done and get it done really in a manner where people are going to respond. I've done this. I've struggled when I began marketing. I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll try this and maybe I'll try this. And things came out kind of subpar. Whereas this is more of a professional system that I'm working with, designed to really let people get started from a place where they can start really making money with this stuff without having everything that you need necessarily, your own thing, your own products, your own, lead magnets, your own giveaways. It's all done for you, but at the same time, you're building your own business. So I've got the form in there. Please jot that down. I also have Bill's link in there, debdrum.com/breadcrumbs, if you want to learn about how to get that visibility on Amazon. Great session today. I loved it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.